Hello everyone, and welcome to a tutorial on how to install everything that you need to run Dink Smallwood and dmods from one simple launcher in 2024 or later, hopefully. If this ever changes, of course, I'll make an updated tutorial, but this is the definitive way to do it right now, very simply. So you want to go to the Dink Network, navigate to the files page here, scroll down until you see utility, click on that. I'm going to click Martridge, the dmod wizard. This is the launcher we're going to use that will allow you to do everything almost completely automatically. So you want to click download to download that. I've already downloaded it, so I'm not going to click it. Once it downloads, you'll see it here, Martridge, the dmod wizard, and whatever version it is, because yours might be a later version if you're watching this in the future. So open that archive. Put this over here for now. Now, one other thing you need to do is make sure that you create your folder where you want all of your Dink Smallwood stuff to be installed. That would be all the engines and the dmods. I recommend not putting it in program files or program files x86 if you're on Windows 11 at least, just because of file access permission stuff. I just got it in the root directory of a drive here. Now, we want to open that and we're going to extract all the Martridge files directly to this folder. Just like that. Good. Now we can close that archive and here we have it. Now if you're on Windows 11 and at least for Martridge version 0.8.1, which is what this is, we need to make sure that we right click on it and press properties, go to the compatibility tab and make sure that we run this program in compatibility mode for Windows 8. And this will basically prevent a error where you can't install anything. Once that's done, we can open martridge.exe. And the first thing that's going to come up is, oops, no Dinky, because it hasn't detected a Dink installation in this directory. So we want to click install Dink. And we're going to install all of the engines, including ye old Dink, which isn't in this list, at least in this version of Martridge. Maybe in a future version of Martridge it might be in this list, I don't know. But in my opinion, the only two engines really that people should be using in 2024 is Dink HD and ye old Dink, which is the engine that's not listed here, because they are the two most modern and the two most maintained. The rest of the engines are well and truly pretty much dead in the water at this point because they're not being maintained. But I'm going to show you how to install them all just in case there is a dmod that you need them for. It's probably a good idea to install them all anyway. So let's start with a Dink Smallwood 1.08. Just want to click on that and press install. Very simple. This will download and install pretty quick, being the base old 1.08 version. Once that's done, we can press finish, file, install Dink. And click the drop down here, and next we'll do FreeDink. Click FreeDink 109.6, press install. Don't have to change any of those directory settings because it's going to put them all into this Dink Smallwood folder where you extracted your Martridge files from the archive. Now FreeDink will take a little bit longer than 1.08, but not too much longer. There we go, we can click finish. And finally, install Dink again, and we do Dink HD. Click the top one here, Dink HD. Press install. This one will take a little bit longer. I'm going to pause the recording and then come back again when it's done. Okay, so Dink HD installation is complete, so we can click finish on that. And then finally, we're going to do ye old Dink, which, as I said, isn't inside the launcher for installing Dink yet, but we can manually add it to the launcher once we download it, which means we can still run it from in here once it's downloaded. So let's go back to the Dink Network, click Forum. Now, if you're watching this video in the future, ye old Dink might be under files, but it isn't currently under files. At least I don't believe it is. We can check. Nope, it's not there. But for now, at least, there's a ye old Dink thread here, and obviously right now it's near the top of the page. You can always search for ye old Dink up here, and maybe in future it will be under files, but for now, here it is. There's the download link right here, posted by ye old Toast, who is currently the one that has created and maintains this engine. So once we come here, scroll down, and I'm on Windows 11, so I'm going to choose this download, and I'm going to download it directly to the Dink folder here. That's just the archive. Download that, close that to get rid of that noise, and I'm going to open the archive here, and I'm going to extract all of this directly to the version 1.08 folder. And the reason for this is the old Dink relies on being in the same directory as the Dink folder. If not, every time we launch it, it's going to ask us to specify where it is, and that could get annoying. So let's just extract it right here to Dink v 1.08. And there we go. Easy. Now, if we open Martridge, we can go to Settings. You'll see Game Locations here. We can press Add New, and we can go to where your old Dink is, which is right here, and press Open. And we've added it to the launcher manually. So we press OK. And now we have all of the engines installed in the Martridge Launcher. And you'll notice if you can collapse all of these extra directories that you don't want to see if you want to, just leave one of them expanded. So now if we click a option here in the left list, I'm clicking Dink Smallwood 1.08. On the right here, we can choose which engine we want to run it in. So if I want to run it in 1.08, I can just do that. Free Dink, just to show you that these all work. Very easy. Dink HD. That opens up because it's the main game, and that would be clicking new to do that. And the old Dink. As I said, the two main engines that anyone's really going to be using these days are Dink HD and Ye Olde Dink. Now, to install a dmod, you no longer have to use the internet browser. It's all contained within the Martridge Launcher here. We can go to Online Dmod Browser, and you'll see all of the dmods listed here. It's a good idea every now and then to maybe reload the dmod list. Obviously, you won't have to do this if you first installed it, because this will be up to date. But basically what that will do is just refresh the list here, and it tells you when it was last refreshed. And that'll make sure that you have the complete dmod list. So let's install a dmod to show you how this works. I'm just going to choose a random dmod. We'll go A Day in the Life of Dink Smallwood here. So he's got a score of 7.0. So you click on it, it will download the data, which is the description, reviews, versions, and everything, which we can see all right here in the Martridge Launcher. You can even see the screenshots. And there's the description. And to install it, we go to versions and just click install on the latest version, which will be the topmost one. This only has one, so it's pretty simple. Press install. And it's automatically going to install it into our dmods folder here, which is fine. So we'll start install, finish. And once it's installed, you can come back to install dmod browser. And you'll notice it's here. This is the dmods directory right here. And once again, you can choose to launch it in whichever engine that you want, and it will start up. The only engine that it won't launch in for dmods, straight up, is version 1.08. You will get this couldn't find one of the tile screens error, and that's because Dink 1.08 wants to be in the same directory as the dmods. So to fix this, not that anyone should really be using this version of Dink in 2024, but to make sure that you can launch dmods in 1.08, you just got to open the 1.08 folder here and just copy this Dink folder and paste it into this dmods folder, and that fixes that issue. It just makes sure that the Dink 1.08 can actually see the dmods, and then you'll have no issue running any dmods. So that's the complete setup. This is now easy. You can launch whatever engine you want. You've got all the different extra options here, like true color, windowed, all that stuff. And that's basically it. That's installing the engine in Dink Smallwood in 2024. Thanks for watching.